Welcome to Nacho Fitness Coach,
where we're all about keeping it real in the world of fitness.
I'm Sarah, your go-to fitness professional, cutting through the BS to bring you the truth.
And I'm Caleigh, your fitness newbie, here to ask the questions you're too afraid to ask.
From crunches to kale, we've got the inside scoop on what works and what doesn't.
Because fitness should be fun.
So Caleigh, what do you like to listen to when you work out?
I don't know, sometimes a podcast and sometimes music.
Hey, wait, this is a podcast. What if you could have both?
At the same time?
Oh, yeah. Podbeat is a free mobile app that lets you add any beat style to any podcast for your workout. It's easy to do and free to download in the App Store. Caleigh, you sound pretty cool with the trap beat, but Sarah, the funk beat works for your voice.
So if you want to make our podcast work for a workout, check it out in the App Store.
They even have Podbeat for Android users in the Google Play Store. Okay, on to the show.
So Caleigh, I have an Instagram account that is definitely worth a follow.
Love your Instagram accounts.
I do. I don't TikTok. I just use Snapchat for the filters with my kids.
You use Snapchat?
I don't use it.
We're not friends on Snapchat.
Because I don't use it. Like, we just pull up the filters and they make funny faces and they think it's hilarious. And
Snapchat's a good time. Kids love it.
No.
And I do as well.
You do as well. So I think I tapped out after Instagram. That's how old I am. I think you can tell somebody's age by like the last social media platform that they like really latched onto.
Oh.
Don't you think?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out like where I'm at there.
Where are you at? I don't know, because you're just pretty advanced, I think, for your age.
You know what? I never got into the Twitter.
I do have a Twitter account.
I know. We have a Twitter account.
Yeah, we do too.
Did you see I logged into it? We got it was like bells and whistles going off because I logged in. That was the first time I ever logged into our Twitter
device
because I had to share something.
I do like Twitter. Twitter's actually, people around here use Twitter a lot.
I never got into Twitter, but now there's Threads.
Right.
And I've been working it on there a little bit, but it's pretty much the same thing as Twitter. So.
Right. I mean,
anyway, I don't know. I try to stay hip to the times.
I know. I'm so proud of you. I avoid social media as much as possible. So I'm so glad that you're a social media manager.
I do love some Instagram. So what do you got?
So it is Huberman Lab, which, I mean, I feel like most people, if you're a podcaster, if you're paying attention a little bit to health and wellness, I mean, you've probably seen his name.
Yeah.
Heard his name.
Yeah.
Or seen
I know,
it,
like
or
on
seen
a
videos from him.
Fairly regular basis, our podcast is like, we battle with his podcast for like the number one podcast.
I wish.
It's a tight race.
It is not anywhere close to being a tight race. But anyways, I mean, someday we're dreaming. We're wishful thinking here.
We got some work to do.
We do have a little bit of work to do. And he far out educated us too, or he's far more educated. Clearly.
Point made. What were you trying to say?
He's Stanford. He's very smart.
He far out educates us?
He far out educates us. Yeah.
Educate us. Farts. Something about the way you say far.
It's my Nebraska slang come out a little bit twang. I'm gonna draw.
He far out. Yeah, he might be, but if you're looking for actual factual fitness,
health, just general health and wellness, mental wellness,
maybe go there. Maybe come to us for the entertainment.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we are entertainment only.
Yeah.
We have some nuggets of information that you could take, but then just go plug it into Chat GPT and check us.
We're just having silly goose fun over here.
So anyways, he is definitely one that is worth checking out. He's very active on his podcast is great. He's active on social media. I don't know if he is personally or if he has a team.
He may or may not have
together
a team.
His stuff. But
do you listen to his podcast? You don't listen to podcasts.
I have listened to a few episodes that have been very topical, like yeah. So no, I would not say that I am a very consistent.
Would I get bored?
I don't probably. Yeah. You probably would, but So he actually, a few months ago, and I just kind of like tucked it away because I thought it'd be something worth talking about at some point. He shared his 9 pillars of mental and physical health that he believes that require a daily investment and yield outsized positive effects on mental and physical health.
Love it.
So I just thought it would be worth kind of us reviewing and seeing if we agree or disagree.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so these are in no particular order. Just in case you were wondering.
I was wondering.
I do love number 1, but he does not say that the number 1 thing is his number 1.
Yeah. We both love number 1.
I mean, everyone should love number 1, which is sleep.
Sleep. We love it.
What I still don't understand is why people do not get enough sleep. Like, out of anything you can either choose to do or not do.
I don't know. I feel like the sleep one is a very nuanced and it's a very seasonal thing. Like, I do not think the two of us can sit here and say, like, I don't understand how anybody's not getting 8 hours of sleep.
As a brand new mom with an infant, I did not. Right. That was very short-lived.
But there are also people with insomnia. There are people
those are okay. We are talking about people that don't have medical diagnoses of sleep disorders.
Oh, well then.
Don't you think?
No, I didn't know we were like being exclusive to only healthy people.
Well, I mean, I guess he doesn't exclude or disclude them.
That's true.
Include or disclude. But he doesn't say.
But on that note, I mean, I do feel like if you have an issue that is preventing you from getting good sleep, whether that be medical, obviously a brand new little baby, you're on your own.
Kind of.
Well, I mean, it's a season. It's going to be over.
Yeah. You eventually get to it. But I would say this is probably a list that's consistently as much as possible on a daily.
But even like a medical issue, like get it do what you need to do to get it figured out, because sleep is so important.
Sleep is very important. It is. And it is important to get enough sleep, and it's free. Basically, I mean, it's not like you have to pay something for it necessarily. Right. I mean, you can do it. Just rearrange your schedule and you got it. Okay. So number 2, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why this is in parentheses, but
I think I know.
Okay, so his number 2 is sunlight, but the sun is in parentheses.
Right. I think if I had to venture a guess, I would imagine it is because all these like big name like Huberman, that 10X guy that I was telling you about.
Cardone.
No.
He does a 10X thing.
I can't think of what his name is. Gary? No, it's not Gary something. I can't think of his name. But anyway, they're big into like the red light therapies. Like they're like artificial sunlight.
Got it.
Is a fine substitute for whatever. I think that's what I would imagine.
That could be.
Is
some
why
sort
that's
of
in
like,
parentheses.
If it's not the physical sun, some sort of light.
Because that's having a moment is like the
red light therapy
and all that.
That's a whole nother episode of me just going
I don't know anything about
soapbox tangent.
Anyway,
but all of the claims around health benefits to red light, I don't know. I haven't looked into them enough, but all I know is that anytime I start reading stuff that's like guaranteeing all of these results, I'm like, I don't know.
You have to be skeptical.
Can you guarantee weight loss with that? You're just laying in a bed for 10 minutes. I don't know. I just think it's really interesting, but whatever. To each their own. So, okay, number 3 is exercise.
Yep, we agree. We agree on that.
No specific direction of exercise.
Just
move your body. I mean, it can literally be just trying to be more active throughout the day. Taking the extra set of steps. Don't downsize your home because you can walk around in your house. Mm-hmm. You can do the steps, all of the things.
Buy a huge mansion.
Yeah. So you can just
always.
And yes, the bigger the better.
Walk. Yeah. We agree.
So, just have steps. Keep your washer and dryer. Like my washer and dryer is down in the basement.
No.
Because then I've got a reason to go down the steps all the time.
Well,
mine's
not.
Park in the last parking stall when you go to the grocery store so you can get some
I do a little bit of that. No, I agree. We agree on that. Move your body.
Exercise. It doesn't have to be gym necessarily.
It's fun. I've been thinking about this lately. It's funny because like ever since we started this podcast and I've been working out and all this, I'm like, everybody's like, oh, Kaylee's like in her workout era, whatever. She's doing great. Like, no, like I'm actually doing like the bare minimum of what honestly everybody should be doing. Everybody should be lifting weights 2 or 3 times a week minimum. Getting cardio. Like I'm not out here doing anything like crazy.
Nope.
I'm doing what everybody should be doing just for general mental and physical health.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
It is really
crazy.
Like
social bullying around just a normal lifestyle that equates to healthy habits.
Well, and that's what, like, it's crazy to me that like it's like celebrated like that, you know, that people look at me and they're like, oh, she is, you know, she's doing great. I'm like, oh, like you guys should all be doing this, really. Like I'm really not doing anything.
You are doing the bare minimum.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Thank you. I hate you so much.
But it's exactly what you should be doing.
It's the truth.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, it is kind of crazy though how people it starts coming out where it's how dare you be healthy?
Right.
How dare you actually eat, you know, correctly for whatever.
It is crazy. Everybody, look, what am I doing? I'm lifting 3 times a week. Lifting.
Right. Yeah. You did it. I didn't. Right. We had the air quotations go up. There's only one hand though, so
yeah.
Does that start quote?
Kind of proud of myself.
Have the end.
You know, compared to what I was doing 2-3 years ago.
I know. I'm super proud of you, but it is just. I mean, it is what.
But it's not anything like crazy. Like it's keeping me healthy.
Yeah, feeling good.
And if you're not doing it,
right. I mean, nothing changes if nothing changes, right?
Right. Now, I don't know if I said all that the way that I wanted to.
I mean, it came out perfectly. So
I have a problem. Sometimes the thing that's in my brain does not come out of my mouth the way that
it comes out exactly the way that is in your brain.
Sometimes I do these. I have these like in the shower. I have these like grand. I'm going to talk about this on the podcast. Like it sounds great. This is going to be great. And then I do it and I'm like, what did I just say?
It's because you're in the middle of drinking your creatine in the shower. And you're like, yes, you have that turbo boost of energy.
Zooming around in my speed racer. What?
In the shower. And you're like, you've got focus now.
I'm listening to Eminem.
That's it.
Slamming my creatine.
That's it. We need to start recording while you're drinking your creatine.
I have some great thoughts in the shower while I'm drinking my creatine. And then I come here and I'm like, what?
Oh, no.
I didn't say any of that.
No. Yeah, you dropped the ball a lot.
Listen, this podcast, you and I, me and you right here, doing this thing that we're doing is proof that anybody can have a podcast.
That's very true. I think on that note, we need a moment to regroup. So we're going to take a quick little break and we'll be right back.
Hey y'all, thank you for listening. This is show producer Audio Allen. While the girls are taking a break, and I kind of need one too, like, follow, and subscribe. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Hey friends, we've got some exciting news.
Nacho Fitness Coach has been nominated for the Women in Podcasting Awards in the Health, Wellness, and Fitness category.
We're thrilled about this honor, and we need your help to win.
Voting starts August 1st and runs through October 1st, 2024.
Your support would mean the world to us.
To cast your vote, head to womenpodcasters.com/vote.
That's womenpodcasters.com/vote.
Every vote counts, so please take a moment to support us.
Thanks for being the best listeners out there.
Now, back to the show.
Okay, we're back after the break. I think we got it together a little bit now. A little bit. I don't know. We still had to have a moment there, but we're good now. Okay, so number 4, stress regulation. Agree.
We agree. That's important.
That is super important.
For sure. I wouldn't say I've like mastered that.
I have definitely not mastered that. Like, not at all.
No, you're a big stress ball.
Am
you
I?
stress me out.
Do I?
You're just a real stressful. You just exude stress.
I do not.
You have 4 kids.
So?
You run 7.5 million businesses?
Yeah, just about.
You're a lot of stress.
Is that
you have
just
no chill.
That's true, but I'm not high strung. So to me, I would consider that as high energy.
No, you're not high strung.
I would consider that high energy and like just busybody. To me, stress is like those things that you freak out about that make like the muscles in the back of your like shoulders.
It's funny, the older I get, the more I like look around at people around our age and realize how many people like create unnecessary stress. Like it's almost like an addiction.
Do I think it is for me is I'm a very big believer where I'm like, to each their own. It's your life, not mine.
Yeah.
And like I see people a lot trying to like have an opinion or control what somebody else is doing in their life. And I'm just like, I don't really feel like you have an opinion on that one. But you know, people do. I'm like,
people just shouldn't have opinions. So you're right.
I actually have a t-shirt that says, you know, I don't remember asking you for your opinion. Neither do I. It's so like ironic. Perfect for me, isn't it? Isn't that funny? I'll have to wear that at some point in time just for you. But, you know, so I would consider the stress regulation as something where, you know, you have high pressure situations, super stressed out about something. You know, it could be like money. It could be your job. It could be your kids. I mean, something that's stressful.
People don't realize how much it does actually affect your overall health. It actually physically changes your brain.
Yeah. I mean, if you are able to figure out the triggers of your stress and to find a way to manage it and bring it down, it can go sideways super fast. I mean, it can affect your hormones and a bunch of other things and you might not even realize everything, which is another reason why sleep is so important, because sleep, proper rest and recovery help your body able to like manage those stressors. So it's super important. Okay. Number 5 is relationships, including to self. I like that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the people that you have close to you.
Yeah. What's that like? It's like the 5 people that you
spend the most time with. Yeah.
You become that.
Birds of a feather.
That sounded better in my head.
It came out right, I think. I mean, I got what you said. But, you know, but including to self.
Yeah.
That's a big one because it is hard.
That's one I've been working on.
Yeah. Are you very negative to yourself?
Extremely.
Like just critical of
me? What?
Just in general? Everything.
Oh,
when you look in the mirror, what do you think?
Nobody hates me more than I hate myself.
That's actually a fun way to walk down the street, though, isn't it? You're like,
you can't hurt me.
You can't hurt me. I'm good. I'm already rock bottom.
No, I have been working on that, and that's a whole nother thing. We're not in therapy right now. I'll save that for my therapist.
Well, that's also not on the list. Like, we're not going to go down that rabbit hole for you because it's not on the list. Let's stay focused today.
It's very important. You should love yourself.
You should love yourself and figure out
surround yourself with
people that love you.
I think people that inspire you.
Oh,
I mean, sure, they should love you, I guess, but people that
make you feel happy, fill your cup,
make you want to be better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. I talk about that a lot with the kids. Yeah. You know, you want to be a bucket filler. Right. You know, there's that book and they all go, you know, through elementary school and they get lots of conversations about using your words to fill each other's buckets and how if you're a bucket dipper that nobody like your bucket doesn't get more full because you go and dip someone else's bucket. But yet if you're a bucket filler at all, it's a great book. And it's super important for even adults to realize that you've got to.
Well, because a lot of adults don't realize it. And I was actually just telling a friend recently that I don't think as kids we were really taught about like boundaries as far as like in friendships.
Like healthy boundaries? Yeah. Setting healthy boundaries?
Yeah, setting boundaries. I think so. I feel like I see so many people that just like let, you know, people with like high stress people kind of bleed over into their lives. And I'm like, and that's one thing I do feel like I have a good girl. I do not allow bullshit into my life. I feel like I have a pretty good grip on that, but
I don't have time for it, but I also just don't like people in general. So I try to avoid.
Well, it affects, you know, deal with your own shit.
I know.
You know, like I'm a good friend. I'm here if you need me, but
But I'm also not trained in what you're trying to dump on me.
Yep.
Like, and that's actually part of the reason why I have not done one-on-one training sessions in several years, because after 3.5 years of doing those consistently in the gym, the stories that I would hear from clients that they would share with me and how much that would carry me and like my weight, like I would hear a story at 5 a.m. in the morning, and then I have another client that would come in and I hear more stories about lives and the things that are going on. And I just, I would carry those stories with me all day long. I'd get home from the gym, then at 8 o'clock, I go to my daytime job. I'd go back for a few more training sessions. At 8:30 at night, I'd be getting home and I would be sharing those stories. Like I literally had carried them with me the whole day into the next day. And I was like, that is not a good story.
Well, not only that,
that's not my life. Why do I don't care.
Right. And I think what I have realized over the last, I don't know, decade is that like you're not going to save anybody else.
No.
You can't save anybody.
You have to save yourself.
You really do.
And really,
because the truth is nobody's coming to save you either. So.
No. Right. So what you got to do, you got to take away the food.
Whoa,
so the
what?
dog can,
wait, what?
All of a sudden, I just went back to that story where we had the loose dog running around town. And they're like, if you don't want the dog to keep coming around, you have to take away the food. And so I was like, okay, what do you do for that one person that keeps dumping their stuff on you? Well, take away the reason why they're coming to dump on you, and they'll go away.
Yeah, no,
you don't need to carry that with you.
I could do a whole separate podcast about relationships with people like that. Actually, I have a lot to say about that.
I don't have very much to say about that, but I'm glad you did or do. There you go.
Nobody's coming to save you.
Nobody's coming to save you,
and you can't save other people.
Nope. So take care of your relationships. Take care of yourself. That's important. Okay, number 6, nutrients. Quality, quantity, and the timing.
Can I say something about this?
Yeah.
I actually thought about this in the shower one time while I was drinking my creatine. Back to the shower.
Okay.
I wish that, hear me out. Stay with me.
Okay.
Why can't our diet just be like a dog's diet? Like
pellets.
Like why can't we just have like a kibble that is just like
be awesome,
nutritionally balanced, edible, somewhat tasty, I guess.
I mean, I would take mine in like a granola bar versus like kibbles, whatever. I mean, but yes, some sort of.
I guess because people like flavor, because we're more.
Yeah,
because we're smart.
Get used to eating that. Do you think your palate would change? I mean, they've never had anything different at that point. That's
right.
And
then because then you see, I guess, like once they get a little bit of like chicken or something, and then they're like. Ravenous over it, but I don't know. Honestly, I think I would be happy with like a bowl of kibble.
I would totally be fine with that. Like if it boiled down to that, and I knew that was giving me exactly what I needed.
Exactly.
Which over the course of the years, there had been times where we did meal delivery services.
Yeah.
That were portion controlled. Like a lot of them, they're all different, but a lot of them you can put in your weight, your goals, what you're trying to accomplish, whether you just want to lose fat or build muscle or whatever, blah, blah, blah. They all have these questionnaires, and then, on once a week, they ship you the meals or whatever. They're all pre-portioned out. For years, we did that, and I'm fine with that. I don't need a ton of variety. I also don't need to be controlled.
Either. I just need it to not.
No, it was always delicious. Oh, they have vegetables. They have vegetables.
That's why I just need it to be like a
kibble.
Like a kibble.
Yeah, that would
just
be good for you.
I don't know.
Caleigh's Kibbles. Why don't you invent that?
$1 million idea.
There's your $1 million idea.
Caleigh's Kibble. Oh no. This is what it's coming.
They're like specific to you, and it's not just like a one size fits all. Because I mean, don't they have some of those like for like third world countries or people? They have pellets or something that they developed at one point in time that they put in like these big bags and they drop from airplanes or whatever.
In jail, like don't they feed inmates like a nutritionally balanced? Maybe I'm
and it's state funded. How can we get on that?
like could somebody just
feed you?
Could somebody just give me a tray of food 3 times a day that has all this shit that I need and I don't have to think about it? Sometimes I think I would do really, really well in jail or prison. You know what? I think I need to take another break on that note. So we're going to be right back.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for listening. This is show producer, Audio Allen. While the girls are taking a break, like, follow, and subscribe. And stick around, we'll be right back.
Hey friends, we've got some exciting news.
Nacho Fitness Coach has been nominated for the Women in Podcasting Awards in the Health, Wellness, and Fitness category.
We're thrilled about this honor, and we need your help to win.
Voting starts August 1st and runs through October 1st, 2024.
Your support would mean the world to us.
To cast your vote, head to womenpodcasters.com/vote.
That's womenpodcasters.com/vote.
Every vote counts, so please take a moment to support us.
Thanks for being the best listeners out there.
Now, back to the show.
Okay, so
You
we're
didn't want me
back.
to elaborate on that?
No, I thought we needed to use it. We need to move to number 7 on the list. I feel like. I think after that, then we need to do number 7, which is oral health and gut biome. Ooh, I like that one. Do you brush your teeth twice a day?
No.
Do you floss
Yeah.
every day?
Once a day in the shower.
Oh my god!
Listen.
Do you brush your teeth in the shower too?
Yes, I do. Listen. What am I
Oh my
about to
gosh!
tell you?
Your entire morning routine is in the shower.
Because
how long do these showers take?
listen, hear me out. This is a new hack I have found because I hate showering so much. I have always my whole life. I hate
You don't
showering.
like to be clean?
I like to be clean. I don't like to be wet. I don't like to be in the shower with
Take a
water.
bath.
No, I can't. It's wet.
Okay.
It's also wet. I don't like swimming in pools. I don't like running through sprinklers. I don't like to be wet.
You go to the river all the time.
I don't like it.
Oh, okay. You're a much better mom than I am then, because you go for your kids.
So I have found this morning hack because I also don't like brushing my teeth, and I also don't like flossing.
Yeah.
I also don't like standing in the kitchen drinking my creatine.
So you're like you're
So
habit. You're
I'm
tagging all your habits.
Yeah,
together.
habit stacking. If I
Yeah.
just do all the shit that I don't like to do all at once
In the shower.
in the shower,
Then you're over it for the day. You're done.
it's done.
So what else have you started doing in the shower?
Listen.
Listen, I feel like that was an honest question based on where that conversation was at.
Listen.
The look on your face.
I think
Like, how dare you ask me that?
I think
Like, you're literally talking about everything you do in the shower. So I'm like, what else? And you're like,
I think
cross the line.
I think I have gone over everything that I do in the shower now. I think we have covered. I do. I wash my hair. I condition my hair. I shave. I wash my face. I floss. I drink my creatine. I drink my creatine before I brush my teeth.
That's
I
good.
felt like that was going to be
That's-
your next question.
Yeah, which order is everything?
Drink my creatine. I floss. Brush my teeth. And that's, yeah. And then I got to do the curly hair, brush my hair upside
I
down.
know,
All that.
it
We talked
takes-
about that.
yes.
So, yeah, I mean, how long are my showers? 15, 20 minutes? Actually, for a while, I was setting a timer
Yeah.
for my showers so that I could be done. Because I start going on monologues and things like that in the shower and singing to Celine Dion and
So you sing too.
yeah.
Yeah. And Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
You bounce back and forth between those two.
Yeah. If they would just come out with a duet, that would save me a lot of.
So we're suggesting that right now.
I've been saying that for a long time.
Let's get together and do it already. So what do you do for your gut biome?
Nothing.
Anything?
Nothing. Just recently, my husband has started talking about this because he has been researching a little bit. I honestly, I'm just gonna be really straight with you. I have nothing to say about this. Fermented foods,
Yeah, but you could just do like a probiotic. Some people do prebiotic. You don't have to have fermented foods. I mean, there's supplements for that too.
And I feel like this is having a big moment. This microbiome.
Well, but now if
thing.
you've ever taken an antibiotic,
yeah,
so, it kills off all of the bacteria in your gut and you don't produce more on your own. Like that is something you have to consume to replace it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So antibiotics, that's all it's
You
doing.
have to replace it.
The good stuff, you want to replace it. So that's always one thing that I've heard people say is if you've ever taken an antibiotic, at a bare minimum, you should be taking a probiotic
Okay.
to encourage that healthy gut biome to replace itself after you've taken the antibiotics. So anyways, there you go. That's all we got. So, okay. Number 8, spiritual grounding.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I don't.
I don't feel.
I don't have feelings.
I have no feelings.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's important to have something that you believe in that helps keep you grounded as a person.
But it could just be morals and values, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, and I'm not here to start any type of like, you know, targeted conversation about, you know, anything else. Because I do like how he just said spiritual grounding.
Yeah. I appreciate
it's
that.
to each their own, but I do feel like it is important to have some sort of
something bigger than you.
Belief that there is something bigger than you.
Okay.
Like plain whatever that chooses to be for you, it is, and then you can just roll with it. So,
okay.
All right, we'll just leave that one there. You're done with that one.
Yeah. I don't pray in the shower.
I was gonna say you don't. There's no praying in the shower going on here. Okay. All right. So number 9 is a purpose/mission. Like I agree with that too. I mean, I enjoy doing a lot of like community volunteer work. For example, I like seeing, you know, helping, working out in the community, doing things like that. So I do feel like it's good to have a sense of purpose and or a mission.
For sure. I think it's very important. I think when you lose that or when you lose sight of that, I know for me in my life, when I do lose sight of that or things are going on, you spiral pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So those last two kind of, I feel like work a little bit together. I mean, you just be grounded and then have some sort of sense of purpose and or a mission.
Yep.
This is a totally different topic, but I actually did last night sit down on the couch and was like, I'm going to try to find a show that I can watch just to tune out for like a little bit before I go to bed. Because usually I'm on my computer, I'm doing stuff and then, you know, running around the house and I go to bed. I mean, it's been a very long time since I found a show that's has new seasons coming out or whatever. And one that I found on Apple TV is Loot.
I've never heard of it.
I don't know how new it is, but it kind of came up on like the rankings.
Like loot, like money?
LOOT.
Oh.
Yep. I'm only one episode in, but it just made me think of it talking about this because they were like, I think maybe college sweethearts, and they used to write code together like when they first started dating or married or whatever. And it must have grown into like this really big tech company. So they're like these tech billionaires. And he starts sleeping with his assistant that's like 25.
Scandal.
And she found out about it at her 45th birthday party. And so they're in like this mega mansion in California. And she finds out about it, you know, so they're like Splitsville. And they had set up this foundation that she like kind of forgot about because of course they've got so much money. Right. Forgot that they were like pushing some of their money through this foundation. But this executive director was very big about her purpose and her mission. And so she's like, okay, now I've been married for 20 years. I'm 45 and I'm single, have all this money. So I think going into episode 2, she's starting to find like, oh, I need a sense of purpose and a mission through this. And so it seems as though she's going to try to get in helping with this foundation. I don't know. It could be interesting. We'll see.
Oh my
Life
goodness.
change.
You watch TV like my husband watches TV. You haven't watched Baby Reindeer, I'm guessing. Okay.
Is that a show?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
You wouldn't like it.
Probably not.
Have you watched it, Alan?
No. No.
It's a wild ride.
I will say I've been impressed with Apple TV.
I don't have it. I've never seen it. I don't do Apple.
As the episode, like the shows that they have come out with are like very great.
I know, because you always tell me about all these great shows that you watch.
I know. I'm waiting for Shrinking to come out with a second season. Like, what are they doing already? I mean, Ted Lasso I'm waiting on, The Morning Show. They're all great options. But now I have Loot. So we'll see how it goes. I could totally have misread the whole plot of this entire show. Yeah. Based on the first episode. But it just, you know, all of a sudden she started cleaning up her act because she was maybe going to start showing up to work at this foundation that she created. And I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
That sounds like a Sarah show.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. Yeah. So there we go. I mean, he does say, let me know your comments below. And so there are actually some pretty decent comments in here that talk about other people's opinions. But
Sure.
Leave questions,
No, this
comments.
is a good list. I like this. I don't think we strongly disagree with this list or each other on any of this, which I think is great.
Yep.
We are planning on having Andrew Huberman on next season as a guest. He agreed to.
He
allegedly
not, but maybe if everyone tags him enough on our stuff.
Probably not.
No, it's kind of sad, but
someday.
You never know. Maybe.
Meanwhile, we're just going to keep fighting with him for that #1 spot on the podcast charts.
Oh, well, yeah. There we go. Well, we'll keep that in mind.
We will
set that goal. So there you go. Give him a follow. Check him out. He's got great information. And until next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to head over to our Instagram at Nacho Fitness Coach and let us know how you feel about the topic. Do you love it or hate it?
Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening. And if you like our podcast, leave us a rating. See you next time.
You've been listening to Euphony Innovatives Sonified.